reactions have begun trailing a recent comment made by a social media user who tried to jump in defense of All Progressives Congress presidential flag bearer Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu over revelations that he did not include information about his primary and secondary school education in affidavits submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). For those who do not know, reports that filtered into the country's media space on Saturday indicated that the former Lagos governor failed to provide information on where and when he obtained his primary and secondary education. Apart from leaving those columns blank, Jagaban was said to have disclosed that certificates showing the degrees he obtained from American universities were stolen by soldiers who raided his home while he was in exile in the 1990s. Well, according to what he said, I went on exile from October 1994 to October 1998. When I returned, I discovered that all my property, including all the documents relating to my qualifications and my certificates in respect of paragraph 3 above, were looted by unknown persons. My house was the target of a series of searches by various security agents from the time the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was forced to adjourn following the military takeover of government on 17th November 1993. Well, needless to say, the revelation was greeted by an uproar among Nigerians who criticized the APC flag bearer for failing to provide adequate information on his education to INEC. Quite interestingly, some of his supporters have begun pushing back, jumping in defense of the preferred candidate. In a series of tweets on his handle, a Twitter user identified as a Woye narrated how Ashwaju began his educational journey that culminated in 2 university degrees in the United States of America. According to him, Ashwaju had to seek greener pastures abroad after poverty prevented him from completing his secondary school education in Nigeria. Tinubu could not complete his secondary school education because of poverty. He decided to leave for the US. He did a lot of menial jobs and suffered like every young man without rich parents or uncles or rich Twitter boys and girls. After 5 years, he enrolled at Richard Darley. He wrote, Tinubu could not complete his secondary school because of a poverty. As expected, the Twitter has generated a lot of reactions from Nigerians who flooded the user's Twitter handle to air their opinions. While some persons acknowledge that the explanation made some sense, others, however, asked how a young man could afford to travel abroad despite being too poor to finish his secondary school education in Nigeria at that time. Oh my God. Some people can just call all in the name of defending, whether nobody even send that one, or maybe now they do am by himself, or he just is part of them who is defending and is shooting himself in the leg. These people are so funny because of poverty. Really? But this man defending him said he could not finish his secondary school. At least before you can go to secondary school, you must have finished your primary school. So does it mean Tinubu has not even come out why he did not go to secondary school and primary school? According to what he said he did not attend. So he was just sitting at home doing nothing. Or what was he doing at that time? With all your qualifications, what have you achieved? You should be quiet. Leadership is not by papers. You see them, it's not by paper. Leadership is not by paper. Then why is it that reputable companies and even government parastatal, they will need your certificate or qualification before you can be employed? Can you see all these people? It's only when you maybe want to do sales girls or sales boys, maybe they don't need that. Leadership should not be by forgery. If leadership should not be by paper, then leadership should not be by forgery. Else Nigeria will continue to collapse. Yorubas that chide themselves as the most educated dropped a professor for an illiterate. It is not even only Yoruba, it's just Nigeria as a whole. That is just what happens. last e don cast Tinubu don collect breakfast. In my opinion, not only did Tinubu attend primary and secondary schools, he also attended university. His certificates are with him, but there is something he's hiding. Maybe his age and place of birth. Well, time will tell. No escaping this time around. And I'm shocked at what this man is saying. Deji Adeyanju saying that, oh, you people should not focus on Tinubu's certificate. That was how they focus on Buhari certificate, and Buhari won. That does not make it right. Whether they win or not, that is not the issue. What are you telling people? That people should not talk about it? Is it all about winning election? It is not all about winning election. If you think that people should not talk about it, they should not concentrate. Everything must be talked about. That is one thing you people, they are the strategies they are using. Why should we not talk about it? Something is glaring. Everything must be talked about. We have a lot of people, more than enough people to talk on different issues. Let people talk about it, because this is becoming a trend. They will say you just need only a NEPA bill. You just need this and that. You don't need this and that. They are not justifying that you can just jump without primary and secondary school. You didn't attend. Not that you were doing some side reading. You didn't attend. You just enter university. Who does that? And we should not talk about it because some people win election. Now they won the election. Where are we today? We won election. People talked about a Buhari certificate that some things were not just right. At the end of the day, he won, but we can see the effects of those things that people were complaining, and you are saying people should not talk about it. That it will make people lose focus. Which focus? If we don't, all those things that you think they are small things, they are the things affecting us today. If you don't attend to the smaller things, yes, the bigger things will just come and sweep you off your feet. We must talk about it. It is not good. If you know you're not qualified for something, you sit back. Let those who are qualified go there. Let them go there. Not somebody is cooking up story that it was as a result of poverty, because they think that they are speaking or talking with non-entities. This is a rubbish write-up by a paid goon. Someone say, wise up, truth is bitter. Which truth is bitter? He did not go to school. Let us ask questions. The problem we have in this country is that they don't want you to ask questions. Once you begin to ask questions, they begin to fidget. I agree, because going abroad when then was much easier in Nigeria than going to secondary school. In some families, they volunteer to train one person while other members of the family, I mean the same siblings, will be going and be working to finance the one person that was chosen by the family. It is not a it's not a tenable statement, honestly. No wonder he doesn't speak English. Someone say, oh, who English help? English go help now, because he go dey face this thing now. He no go help, but is he going to be just a president of this country? You see the way some people reason. And that is why some people talk, oh, don't talk about this, don't talk about this. If you don't talk about this, or some things, or debunk some things that some people are saying, some people will just run with it. How will you not be able to speak English? Because you're going to be meeting other governor, other presidents that will be speaking English. So how are you going to communicate if you don't understand? How will you be able to get your way through to bring goodies to the country if you don't understand English? Say, who English help? This is incredible. A presidential aspirant do not possess a no school certificate, and some people are here defending him. Oh my God. Truly, Nigeria is a sick country. God, please take me away from this sick entity called Nigeria. My brother, truly, Nigeria is very sick. It's very sick. Defending nonsense. Then why is it that they are telling you you want to have a white collar job? Why is it that you don't go and tell them that you don't even need certificate to go and work there? Oh, I want to work in an IO company. I want to be a banker. So you want to be a manager in the bank. You don't need qualification. You don't need paper. Is that what you are telling us? Or you want to go and get a job in the bank? You will not tell them that you are not going to submit all the necessary things. It's just unfortunate. If not that Nigeria is a sick country, how can you just say what qualifies somebody to be a president is just for him to just attend school, just to read and write? That's all. It's really a sick country with sick people.